Hello, my Cancer, and welcome to your day. Thank you so much again for joining me. So today is a little bit different because I had been searching for inspiration the other day and I came across the public domain of poetry, and they had a top 50 list. And when I looked at the top 12, number 4 was called The Water. And it immediately made me think of you. It made me think of me because I'm a Cancer too. It made me think of Cancer. Cancer ruled by water in the 4th house of the astrology signs. And I knew, I was like, okay, I have to do this. So what I'm doing and have started doing is I'm going to read a poem for every single one of the signs. Poetry and inspiration is kind of the theme. So, Aries gets 1, Taurus gets 2, Gemini gets 3, you get 4, the water, all the way to Pisces. And after I read the poem, I will also do a tarot card pull at what we need for inspiration right now. I'm really anticipating this. I need inspiration. This is super something I'm ready for. So determining our inspiration and a poem to boot. So without further ado, here is your universe selected for you number 4 top 50 list poem. The Water by Henry Lawson. Let others make the songs of love for our young struggling nation, but I will sing ever I live of the songs of irrigation. For while the white man shall beget the white man's son and daughter, the two most precious things for us shall still be wheat and water. We've been drought ruined in the West, and ever in my dreaming I see wide miles of waving crops and sheets of water gleaming on plains where fortune died of thirst. When my brave father sought her, I see the painted barges pass along the winding water. And now the glorious schemes afoot our country to deliver from drought and death on blazing waste by long neglected river. You'll see the boodlers of the world rush from every quarter. They want the land, the gold-reaped sand, and now they'll want the water. Bright intellects will plan the dikes with the little gold to glean them. Bright intellects will plan the dikes, and the people pay to build them. And when we've made our long canals and lakes in every quarter, then ours would be the guarantee that the trust would own the water. They'd hold the bores and aqueducts, the waterways and barges, and we would live or we would starve according to their charges. From all the Edens in the West, they'd bar our sons and daughters. They'd hold the land 10 leagues or so, each side the rippling water. But those who fight to hold their own, the Lord in time delivers. As we have held our railway lines, so we shall hold our rivers. We'll find the money as was found, the money spent in slaughter, to build the dikes and build the dams, and we shall own the water. Alright, Cancer, thank you so much for listening. As you see, these poems are quite old. They're 95 plus years old to be in the public domain. But I think it's interesting, especially as I've been reading them to everyone, to see, just this poetic inspiration from a bygone time, something different that you don't see on TV or hear on the radio every day. Kind of makes your brain think in a different way. So as you can see, the moon is a waning gibbous. meaning that we are to be focusing on gratitude, being grateful for what we've accomplished over the last month. It's been a month, can you believe it, since I started this channel? Like a month yesterday or something like that, depending on when you listen, but it's been a month. And we started this in a waning gibbous in Leo, and we ended it in a waning gibbous in Virgo. And this, time goes by, planets keep moving, the moon keeps moving. We keep moving because we have to. So right now I'm just kind of shuffling the cards for you. And what I'm doing is focusing my intention on us, Cancer, and the inspiration that we need. And man, we need it. As the months go by and winter keeps drolling on, I need inspiration. I'm going camping this weekend because I need to get out of the house. I need to do something different. So I'm renting an RV. Never done that before. Apparently, it's not that expensive. At least if you don't take your dog. Alright, so card selected. Here we are. The moment of truth. What is going to inspire us additionally, in addition to that beautiful poem I read you? And the card is, well, it's a cup card. Dealing with emotion, definitely where I'm at these days, and probably you as well, because you're a Cancer too. So this is the Four of Cups. The fours, they're generally mercy in mind. You might hear people say that a lot. They represent the house of being lenient and loving, stable, give without acknowledgement, Jupiter and all of its beauty and luck. The cups are ever emotional though, and so whenever you kind of end up with one of these opposites kind of based cards, cup and a four, well, cups aren't really just calm and merciful. Cups are emotional, bountiful. So what is the mix of the two? Is we have somewhat of unmotivated energy, and we can even be apathetic right now, unable to just really connect with our surroundings. And personally, I kind of do feel this way. There's definitely a call here for introspection, reevaluation of where you're at in your life, and that's easier said than done. But I'm gonna just have to revert right back to the gibbous moon. We are in this waning gibbous, and it is just ever important to remember what we have done. Let that be the introspection that we have. Now, the other thing with the fours, though, is all about looking in a different direction. There's three cups in front of the guy, and the cloud is holding a fourth. He doesn't even see it because he's not looking that way. He's so focused on the three in front of him, And we can often be, even if it's on 15 different things, we can be so focused on these 15 different things that we don't see the 16th option. And, I think if we take some time together, my Cancerians, and just reflect positively on what we have accomplished in the last month, what have we really just in the last, 15 days since this moon cycle started, where we're at, where we're going, what we want for ourselves, and remember to be truthfully grateful to ourselves for what we have done. That then will allow us to maybe look up instead of just looking down at our feet. We're just looking at where we're going, looking at the path ahead, looking at what is to be accomplished. We need to stop looking at that. Start just not looking at any specific point of work and focus, and just be grateful for the moment, grateful for where we're at, grateful for what we have, And as we stand up straight and stretch and elongate our spine and just keep our head nice and tall like all of our chiropractors want us to, it's going to allow us to then open our eyes into a new upward direction and see something amazing and beautiful and creative. And I actually completely agree with this. As much as I'm sitting here saying, oh, I felt like this or I felt like that, I know this is true. This is what I need. I need to just force myself out of my own mental bubble in my mind of stress and anxiety. No matter how you feel, the facts don't change. The needs don't change. So if we can just, you know what I'm going to do? As soon as I get done with this video, I'm going to make a list of everything that I have accomplished in the last 10 to 15 days. And that way I can see it with my own eyes. You have done this and this and this. And then it will help me, I'm hoping, to be grateful for those things. Because even as I'm talking to you, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I've done things. No, I don't want to say things. I don't want to say, yes, I've generally worked towards selling my car, which is my goal for this moon cycle, to get it on the market. And I did do that. It hasn't sold yet, but that's fine. And yes, I've worked towards my channel. And yes, I've worked towards, my work goals. And yes, I've tried to do this and tried to do that. But it's just not concrete. It's just mental. It's just in my mind still. I am going to write it down. And I suggest that to you as well. If you even can just write down one thing when you get done listening to this video, just one thing to say, this is what I've done. And let your eyes just reflect on it. Maybe even say it out loud. Read it to yourself like I read you that poem. And just truly express gratitude to yourself. Maybe even literally in a mirror if you want. Might be good for you. Might be good for me. And let's see if that can help us to have more inspiration to move forward with a smile on our face and more, creatively, I can't even talk. More creatively, and go from there. So yes, the Four of Cups. Stop looking at your feet. Look up at the sky. Be grateful for what you've accomplished. And I hope you enjoyed the poem. So that's all I have for you now, my Cancers. And I will talk to you later.